Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Vacation Minecraft. Nice, we're at Oasis here. We're building a nice little village for our villagers. It's not your average conventional village, there's just a giant viewing part. Also, you can see from here, there's the one that's waterlogged and the one that's not. You can swim out of the one that's waterlogged, so that's one that I forgot to fill in, I guess, or didn't fill in as I was filling them in. And then that's one where I broke it, so you can see the difference where air and water. Anyways, and four beds. So just like slowly trying to give them more room because it's pretty cramped in here. And I have a habit of doing that, like just function and form, and this is kind of the sad state of America too. Like, I mean, they still have their own bedrooms, but I remember a lot of college, I was at Rams Village and Rams Park. And so like, 2 and 3 bedrooms over at Rams Village or Rams Park, and then Rams Village, you could have 3 roommates, like 4 people all living in the same place. And like, even though there was a law as U+2, which now that I think about it, I wonder, because that's just something that if you're from Fort Collins or if you went to CSU, and it's just kind of a thing. It's like you can only live with 3 people. But I think like maybe if they have a permit or something, I don't know, maybe they can get around that. But anyways. Oh yes, and grass is fine. That's right, because we do that in our other area, in Andarius proper. Alright, so the goals. We're going to make a llama roller coaster. And to do that, we need emeralds. Massive amounts of emeralds. And to do that, we need farmers. Okay. We need to make more beds, I think. More beds that are accessible over here. They've now moved over here because they're stuck. They found the job blocks. And that's cool. I mean, that tells me that if I were to do this out in the wild, yeah, see this person, like, having a hard time pathing. Go back home. There you go. Oh, where are you going? There you go. Go to bed. Are you going to bed over there? Oh, okay. I'm gonna go into one of these. And you, I think this is one that doesn't have a job. Okay. Sorry, avert your eyes. Okay, cool. The dead of the night, nobody knows. He's a murderer. Dun dun dun. It's a game, it's a game. And if we're gonna get a heavy conscience for everyone I've killed in video games, whew, get in line. So, alright, anyways, yeah, that was slightly macabre, but I'm trying to remember if they eat cooked stuff. Also, we were talking about redoing this. Let's go ahead and give them a nice yard. Oops. Ah! Actually, we should. We should just do that. Or wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We'll give them a nice yard. But I just realized we need this for the farms. Or you know what? Huh, even better. Whoops. Hmm. Dang it. Okay, we'll just do it. Hmm. Alright, we'll grab some dirt. Sorry, what I'm hemming and hawing about is we could just add some pumpkins here. Pumpkins or melons. We could start melons going. And we could also pumpkins. Okay. we go. Oh. Oh no! See, the whole thing glitched. Okay, that's alright. And ta-da! Alright. Now we wait. We still have one more. Okay, so that'll grow some melons. We could do the similar thing somewhere else. In fact, what we could do, keep that middle of water so we know that these are all good to go. Actually, let's just go ahead and I guess that's as far as we got. Alright. There's no reason we can't go ahead and start a farm over here. Then we can fill the massive building of just like a massive, gigantic farm. But it is better to have it closer to where you're working, because then you don't have to worry about... Let's see, let's go ahead and put some of this away too. We don't need all this wood. Actually, we can kind of cool it on the glass. Like, we've got a ton of glass stuff going on. We don't need that. I think we were focusing more on sea pickles, or sea cucumbers, or whatever they are, but it's looking pretty cool. Like, once it gets back to nighttime, you can see... Like, it'd be better if there wasn't the glass, because we got all this, like, obstruction of the view. Like, if we had, like, an open viewing area. I don't know. And it gets kind of deep down there. We got glow squids, which are awesome. Anyways. Still no idea what I'm doing with all this. It's just like an observation area, but we can continue to make a pumpkin farm. I'll make that llama roller coaster. Oh, and in other news, I was looking up stuff. I sometimes wander to the LinkedIn and saw this company in Nigeria that recycles tires. I was like, oh, that's really cool, and it's from this climate group that I'm in. And it just talks about really cool ways that people are going green, or, you know, doing net zero, or trying to fix carbon footprints. Okay. There we go. We need to make, well, more beds. So we need more villagers, more beds. We need to make some beds over yonder. Let's go ahead and go get our clippers and go get some wool. I mean, because that's totally fine. I don't mind villagers living in the facility. Like, it's kind of weird that they took my bed, but I mean, that's mechanics, and I take their beds all the time. So it's just like, yeah, especially when traveling, you just go into a villager's house and take their bed. You really like reading, huh? I think you're doing it wrong. No, he's reading with the bananas. No, look, he's like, now I'm reading. This is reading. Alright. Clippers. Oops, no. Not a stack of diamonds. There we go. Wait, where's the sheep? Where are the sheep? Go through our little orchard here. I want that wool. I need to make this place bigger. Hardly have any grass. They're all eating it. Well, to be continued. Okay. some flowers here. I don't know. Rabbit stuff. Those can actually go here. Some sea pickles. Yes, I know I'm drowning slowly. Alright. We got some wool. Let's make some beds. Let's make these people comfortable. Welcome to your new home. Ah! Okay. There we go. Some more beds. And I mean, in reality, if you needed to make, quick temporary shelter, you would do this, but you'd still build like a little wall between them so they'd have their own privacy. But you could still micromanage like a lot of people in small spaces. As long as that's all they're doing in there, like that's like their sleeping area, and then they spent time elsewhere. Like they'd go have rooms, they'd go wander over there. Like they could go over to different buildings and like, but as far as just like where you absolutely need, I mean, although I say that, but it might be a good idea to make like the micro hut for like just a computer and like a domicile or what's acceptable. I mean, whereas they also have this gigantic thing. I mean, again, it's more communal, but oh, anyways, tire recycling. Jeez. So went on the LinkedIn, saw this company in Nigeria that recycles tires into tiles and other materials and other products, and it's really cool. They've got like 100 employees, and it's very similar to what that guy and I were talking about on the plane to Germany. The guy from Germany. He was saying that he worked with a company that worked with a recycling situation where they were recycling old electronics, and so stuff like that. And it was in a place in Africa, and it was so sketchy how they had to like reward them and pay them, and like there was so much corruption, and just people would like take stuff, and so like stuff that would be shipped, and mind you, this is a little bit in the past. Like now with more accountability, more communication, I like to think that we're doing better. Well, and things like Jimmy, Mr. Beast, like, he did that video 2 weeks ago with the 100 wells in Africa. Although I feel like that was older. Maybe I saw him talking about it, like, hey, we're going to build 100 wells in Africa. And then I watched it, and then I just commented that, the tire thing on his. Be like, hey, did you know? Or great video. And then, hey, what about this? And like, because I wanted to see what we're doing here in Colorado, and I found this article from CU Denver that a couple of students, I think they're master's students, and it was weird. I feel like it was like design and architecture. So it was like, I don't know, maybe like civil engineering or, but then, I don't know. But anyways, they developed a system to recycle tires, because we have like a gigantic tire mountain right outside of Denver in Commerce City, which I believe it. I don't think I don't remember seeing it, but I've driven by Commerce City a lot, and I know or maybe I have seen it actually now that I think about it. But anyways, the point is we have a lot of tires in America too, and so we need ways to recycle such things. So, I mean, in this idea, it was making tiles for construction. I don't know about home construction, but at least industrial construction. But I imagine it'd be fine for home as long as there isn't like a stench or odor, and as long as it doesn't attract bugs or help facilitate pests or other organisms. I don't know. I didn't read the article all the way through, as you can tell. I read most of it. It's a pretty long one. And attention spans and all that. So I just passed it along to Jimmy and said, hey, have you seen this? And here's what we're doing in Colorado. Great work. Keep it up, good sir and team. Because you got to recognize that it's not just Jimmy. Like, yeah, he's the face of it. But it's a whole or philanthropic team. Mr. Beast Philanthropy. So if you're not subscribed, go check that out. It's some really cool work by a fellow YouTuber. Like I'm a YouTuber. I'm a novice YouTuber. There you go. And that's what I've found, especially in the tech industry, because I'm also a novice white hat cybersecurity professional. But I am certified, and I'm certifiable. Ha! Just kidding. Like certifiably insane. No, it's debatable, um, but no, I know cybersecurity. I was the third highest ranked as far as performance in that class. So I don't know about the end. I actually had a migraine and I couldn't make it to the very end, but um, either way. And my project, it was kind of lacking. I hacked passwords on camera, but I mean, it was definitely staged, and like the actual red teaming would have lasted a lot longer potentially. I mean, it's not usually that easy, but I mean, hacked it, spoofed addresses, defaced a web server, and all that fun stuff. So, stuff that is illegal, by the way, if you don't own the web server, so don't go do it. Don't try it, don't probe for weakness, don't anything, it's illegal. Stop it. Because we will catch you. And by we, I mean like not me personally, but there's people that get paid too. And I'll help to contribute to that. Like, help contribute to those efforts. Be like the security guard with the whistle. Uh, But again, I've said it before, I'm also in the camp of the Illuminati, where we're going to change the laws to where they make sense. Like, specifically cannabis. Like, I mean, alcohol, for whatever, whatever your personal opinion is, whether you love it, hate it, no, don't care, it does destroy lives if it's unchecked. And if there's other factors too. And people don't focus on other factors like wealth, um, ease of getting resources, like I mean, because everybody works. Nobody is going to get out of not working. Everybody's going to do something. Now, whether it's being creative and creating things that entertain us, and that's really debatable. Does that really work? Like actors and actresses? Like, I mean, it is to a point, but then it's like, oof, millions, huh? Anyways, that's going to just be a thing for a while. But giving them something to do with that money, like Mr. Beast does. Like those wells, I mean, you know that a bunch of wealthy people are like, you know what, I can get on that bandwagon. I'm going to donate some money to that. And there's more opportunities for people with a lot of money to donate. Granted, there's still a lot of donations that come from, the average people like you and me, but um, it still helps. It still works. Like, I mean, I probably will donate some money to Wikipedia. Like, I do believe in their efforts. I use them for a lot of information. I do look up stuff, and I almost always try to go to a Wikipedia page just because they'll have the most organized amount of information about just about anything. And we still have a bed. I forgot where we just. Oh yeah, we put them all in the facility. There we go. Oasis proper. Let's put a brown bed over here. That's messing with the schema. Yeah, I don't know what to think about it either. It does match the wood. And also, I like how we use logs there, and then just we can fix that now. Let's go ahead and do that. Born in a barn, leaving doors open, leaving a hole in the wall. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. How can I do this? Oh, I gotta go make something. Oops. Huh. Not a trapdoor, mind you. And that's okay. We might make a mob grinder too. We have one at the back in the home base, but that way. If we ever need resources that you can only get from mobs, then you can just make a grinder. Is that too tall? Oh, interesting. Okay. Go and clean up our mess. Leave no trace. I also realize I don't need to build anything to get there. I can just chop it down since I'm chopping it down. Anyways. Alright, and so the tire recycling, there's a company in Nigeria that's doing it, and then there's a couple of students that did it in Denver. But the point is that there's a viable solution for recycling tire waste that can actually be useful. I forgot. I need to go back and read the article. But basically, I passed the links on to Mr. Beast because if nothing else, something like that could be useful for communities like he just served with the wells. Now, I'm not saying everyone has a big tire mountain nearby there, but I do know that a lot of countries in Europe and Russia and Asia, Middle East, Far East, everybody's got rubber that they need to deal with. And so that business model like that employs those 100 people in Nigeria, that's 100 jobs. 100 families are now being funded by this effort. So it's awesome, first of all, and it's right up there with what Jimmy would be doing. Okay, I need some more emeralds. So we need to get the coral. And also I like to not have coral sitting in the hot bar in case I accidentally place it. Because if you place it outside of water, it dies. So then it's no, I mean, it's gray. I mean, you can still build with it, but dead coral, it's not very appealing. Oh, and we'll get the llamas. See, they accumulate pretty quickly, though, so we already have two. Let's actually take 2 stacks. Heck, let's actually take, so we don't have to keep running back and forth. Let's take half a stack of blocks. Alright, because we will be getting a return on our investment. We're building this village up. We're going to keep adding structures, making it look a little more finished. Woo! I don't know why I do that. Just natural reaction. I don't want to be out there with... Actually, that was one of my first nightmares as a kid, is I believed God was going to kill me. And he was like, you could see his face, and he was angry. He was an enemy from Wolfenstein. So I used to play Wolfenstein as a kid. Mm. I think it was like Wolfenstein 3D or Castle Wolfenstein, because there's an original one, even older, but the one that I remember was the one where you were running against a bunch of walls, and you'd have to push the space bar to see. Um, yeah, let's get some flowers. Hey, come back here, you. Because we do need levels if we're going to enchant things, so... Yes, I suppose even pumpkins. Oh wait, let's get dye. Okay, there we go. Yes, look at all that experience. And now... No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Sorry, guy. Thanks for the stuff. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know there was another one. Alright, don't spit on me. See how that one ran to the other one? They don't want to be away from their buddies. Yeah, this'll work. Okay, come on, come on. Make sure you don't fall. There we go. Don't get separated. Hmm. We'll get there. We're gonna... Oh man, this was a bad way to go. I should have stayed upstream a little bit. That's okay. They're resilient. So, tire recycling. That's just really cool. It's good for the climate. It's good for all these efforts that we're kind of needing to have to focus on if we're going to save the planet and make it habitable or inhabitable, whatever. If we're going to make it to where people can live comfortably on this planet for many, many years to come, we need to do these things, this work. So, and people are out there, and it feeds. It feeds them. It supports their families. It makes their households like successful. I mean, or maybe not successful. I don't know. Like, and also the level of success. How do you measure that? Because here it's like, well, how many video games do you have? How many, like, do you have a vehicle? And do you have food? And do you have, yeah, food, shelter, energy, and entertainment? Like all of that to live a comfortable, efficient life. You know, that's. But you don't want it to get boring. So I mean, and we're actually in a very exciting time of where we're fixing all these problems and we're just now able to talk to each other. That's the big key there. Whoops. What? How did I don't think I hit that. I almost feel like that got broken by one of the fallen, by him dying. I don't know. I feel like I've at least seen crops get trampled from dying llamas and dying uh, mobs. I'm just kidding. Oh, wait, we do have bone meal. We got plenty of bone meal. Let's go ahead and speed this process up, especially the melons. We need some melons. There's a chance that even just doing it one for each one, by the time I turn around and come back around. See, that one I think is already... Ooh! I like this, that there's lightning here. I don't think it can hurt us. I mean, if it does, we'll just respawn back here, because we've slept in a bed nearby here. Okay, I guess we got one more step. This, like, pale green looking one. See? Bada bing. Now those are good. Now we have some for the pumpkins. Yep. So now, and look, we already have one melon. And do we have... Yes, we have Silk Touch. So we have a melon. Whoa! Ha ha ha. Oh god, you kidder. Mein Gott in Himmel. Oh, and so, um, yeah. Uh, I was just looking at this new channel. I think it's S5M5. But anyways, hello if you're watching. But I think it's a kid from Germany. But like the way that they speak English, like they and see how I noticed I just said that. I think it's a he, but like I don't know. You know, I don't like to assume. But and it's getting more and more these days where you really shouldn't. But I was watching this one YouTuber and they were talking about being misgendered, I guess it is. But anyways, um, no, my point is how well they spoke English and like if they're really from Germany and like you could tell there was an accent, but and and I was actually just at Germany a couple months ago, but like almost everyone there speaks English. At least the people that you interact with as a tourist, like the people that work in restaurants, hotels. Um, and then of course, you know, I speak very broken German, like ausgezeichnet and like, you know, very like a few words. Not even really. Oh, I don't even speak like sentences. Like mit dem Flugzeug is as close as I get. And like that's like I went by plane or something. Or mit dem Autobus and I don't know. It's horrible. It's embarrassing. But yeah, they speak English, and some of them even speak other things like Spanish or French or, you know, like nowadays people are learning so much, and it's amazing. I need to get with the times and start learning some other languages, but um, yeah, maybe we'll look into that. So, but for now, oh yeah, 28 minutes because I had to delete some stuff. So tire companies, Jimmy, Mr. Beast, like things are looking good. We got our house building. Let's go ahead and finish that roof, and then we'll call it an episode. But Oasis Season 2, some ramblings, and my vacation. No, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Let us go finish the roof. Oh, and this is kind of a... Maybe we should leave that open, so then they can actually... But the rest of it, they can't actually escape, because I noticed that they can walk up onto this. I can't seem to, but... Whee! Alright, ta-ta for now, everybody. Oh wait, no, we still got a minute. um, no, let's just make it a 29-minute one. You got a minute back, like whenever you're in meetings and stuff at work. It's like, ta-ta, have a good night. We'll sleep through this night. Oh no, I'll just see you in the next one.